If there's one thing that I've learned in life, there's a big difference between doing the thing and doing basically everything else involved with the thing that isn't doing it. Now you're probably wondering, what the hell am I talking about? What thing am I talking about? Truth is, it doesn't matter. It applies to basically everything. If there's anything that you want to accomplish, anything that you have a goal toward getting to, you have to be able to actually do the thing if you ever actually want to have it. Now, that can go for whether you want to increase the skills at your job, become a better writer, start that novel you've always been thinking about, doing stand-up comedy, or even running a 5K. You could read every single book on earth about it. You could listen to every podcast, watch YouTube videos on it, get every, piece of training equipment you could need. But until you actually lace up your shoes and get outside, you're not actually doing anything. And I've been guilty of that more in my life than I care to admit. Recently, I was listening to a podcast on a walk by Chris Williamson, and he was talking about The Thing. And he had this incredible quote that he read, and I think it's important that I share it with you. And the quote goes like this. He said, "Here's a list of things that are not doing the thing. Preparing to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Scheduling time to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Making a to-do list for the thing isn't doing the thing. Telling people you're going to do the thing, that isn't doing the thing. Messaging friends who may or may not be doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Writing a banging tweet about how you're going to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Hating on yourself for not doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Hating on other people who've done the thing isn't doing the thing. Hating on the obstacles in the path of doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Fantasizing about all the adoration you'll receive when you do the thing isn't doing the thing. Reading about how to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Reading this essay isn't doing the thing. The only thing that is doing the thing is doing the thing," which is quoted by Strangest Loop. And he goes on to say, go do the thing. And he's 100% right. In the past, I have read more self-help books trying to figure things out, whether it was in improving myself, trying to learn about different finances, trying to learn how to make more money, trying to learn how to have better skills, talk to people better, even read books and got journals about how to do podcasts. And guess what? I could write down every single plan that I wanted for a podcast. I could plan time that I was going to come up with little themes. But unless I was actually sitting and talking to you and making a podcast, I'm not doing it. And it got me thinking, why is it then that we don't do the thing? We'll do everything else but the thing. But why? For me, I think it comes back down to two things that I came up with. The first is planning for the thing, reading about the thing, learning about the thing, makes you feel like you're doing part of the thing. You think that scheduling the thing, planning out the thing, having this goal, it all feels like you're doing something. Listening to a video about it, becoming more educated is great, and it's important in some ways. But unless you're actually doing the thing, applying that knowledge, it's not really doing the thing. It's a cold truth that a lot of us don't want to necessarily acknowledge. I know I didn't for a long time. I spent years watching videos, reading books, feeling like I was moving forward. In reality, I was just standing still. I think it happens to a lot of us. The other thing is fear. In a lot of ways, I let fear control lots of parts of my life because I didn't think I would be good at something. I was afraid how other people would view it, would judge it, or it didn't necessarily fit within the little cookie cutter image that I had wanted to show the world at the time. But if you want to change your life, you want to do something important, Epictetus had quoted this well over 2,000 years ago. And he said, if you ever want to improve, be content with being seen as foolish or stupid. Because the first time that you do anything, you're not going to be great at it. I'm not great at anything I do the first time. I'm not great at anything I do probably 100 times. It takes way more times of me just constantly picking myself, doing it, picking myself up again, doing it again, doing it again, until I get comfortable. And I can guarantee you, it's probably no different than that for you or anyone else in this world. Because guess what? We're all human. Now, how do you take action? Because at the end of the day, if you don't have a practical piece of advice, what's the point? Well, I think the only way that you can take action is you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to be honest with what you want. For instance, if you want to run a 5K and you've never run before, perhaps lacing up your shoes and walking runs around the block might be starting to do the thing. Maybe you're at a better fitness level and you can jog around the block, or you can jog 1 kilometer. You start there. You start wherever you're at with whatever you can bring to the table. And it's only after you've done the thing that you can then analyze where you're at and then act again. Maybe do a little more. Maybe do it a little harder, a little faster. That is certainly a way that you would be doing the thing. If you wanted to be a writer and you wanted to write a novel, a book, a fiction story, whatever, you wouldn't start with making sure that you wrote 1,000 pages in one sitting. You start with writing a page. Sit down, pen to paper or fingers to keyboard, and you write 500 words. And that's it. Doesn't matter if they're good, doesn't matter if they're bad. You just start writing. Because the second that you start to act, things happen. They really start to happen for you. And that's how progress occurs. It's just the thing that everybody doesn't really want to do, is doing it. Now, I'm going to leave you with one thing, because I do think it's important. If you're having a hard time believing in yourself, you're having a hard time getting yourself started, you know, I'll give you a perfect example of why you shouldn't let those feelings hold you back. Today I watched my 4-year-old dance in a hip-hop class, completely out of his mind, dancing. He had the moves going. He was ready. He didn't care who was watching him, who wasn't watching him. He was having a good time. He was doing the thing. So let me ask you, if a 4-year-old has enough confidence to get up there and start doing the thing for himself, why aren't you doing it for you?